welcome back to my channel. For today's video, you guys can see in the thumbnail, it is my foundation routine. So basically, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I use such as skincare and foundation products to achieve my semi-matte, because I don't like to look completely matte, but a semi-matte foundation routine for an oily skin type. So if you guys want to continue watching and see what products I use for today's video, then definitely keep on watching. But before you do that, make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel. It will definitely help me a lot, tremendously. You guys have no idea, and you guys will also become a part of this family. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so as you can see, I already have my eyebrows and my eyeshadow already completed. So I'm going to be telling you guys what I use as my skincare prep. I'm not a big skincare junkie. I'm trying to take baby steps and learning about ingredients and so far on, but this is something that I use, and personally, it works for me. It might not work for you, or it might work for you, but this is just what I use and I want to share with you guys. So the first thing that I do use for my skincare regimen is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. So this is basically achieve brighter, smoother skin every day with a Tonic exfoliating powder. So this basically is a rice-based powder that turns into a creamy consistency, and then you kind of do it in circular motions. So it's going to give you a very brightening, smoothing situation. So this is what I do use every morning and night. After that, I do use my PIXI Skin Treats Glow Tonic 5% glycolic acid exfoliating toner. I do this not every single time that I wash my face, probably like 4 times a week, and it has been working very well with my skin. I think I'm almost like half done with this bottle, but basically I just get a cotton pad and do just circular motions in my face to kind of really exfoliate. And since it has 5% glycolic acid, it's really good for your skin. Lastly, I do use this MURAD Hydration Night Fix Enzyme Treatment. This is one of my holy grails. I absolutely love this. I believe this is now my second bottle, and I could tell you that this is basically, you know, those days when you don't have enough sleep due to stress, work, whatever it might be. You put this on and you go to sleep. The next morning you wake up with such plump skin, like you look alive. Your skin is retexturized, it is smooth, it is amazing. So this is basically an overnight chronopeptide and tri-enzyme treatment. Boosts hydration, smooths the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and evens tones for skin that looks well rested by the morning. And I absolutely love this. If you guys are looking for something to like plump the skin, hydrate the skin, definitely try the MURAD Hydration. Lastly, I do use this probably twice a week, and this is the BOSCIA Luminizing Black Mask. It's a peel-off black mask, and I do this just twice a week, probably even once a week if I remember. And this basically is basically it minimizes your pores, takes all that junk out of your pores as well. So it's just a mask and removes impurities due to, you know, environmental factors. But that is what I use for my skincare regimen. I am going to be adding more stuff to my skincare once I, you know, get more educated, more knowledgeable, and I will be sharing it with you guys as well. But so far, this is what I've been using basically for the past like 6 months, no lie. Probably this one passed through 2 months. No, 3 months. I believe 3 months. So I absolutely love this. And then for my everyday use as well, such as like skincare prep and prep before my foundation, I do have this MAMONDE Rose Water Gel Cream. This is such a nice moisturizer. I basically have like a little bit left, but it is a water base. So if you are more in the oily skin, you do want to tend to do more of a gel base. If you are a drier skin type, then definitely get that rich moisture thick to really absorb and moisturize and hydrate your skin. But this is one of my all-time favorites so far. I do switch every single time the bottle is gone, just so my skin doesn't get used to this moisturizer every single time. So I do switch it between finishing a bottle, or if I do love it a lot, then I will repurchase it, do it again, and then switch to a different moisturizer. That's just the person I am. But if you absolutely love a moisturizer and want to stick to it, you can definitely do that as well. While I'm talking about this, I'm gonna go ahead and just put some moisturizer into my skin to really moisturize the skin. It also doesn't leave you that sticky feel, nothing on like that. Feels good on the skin. So just like that. Now lastly, I do use this BOSCIA Peptide Trio Eye Cream, which looks just like this. And this is just an ultra rich eye cream powder by BOSCIA. Triple peptide blends, targets fine lines and wrinkles, and hydrates for a bright eye, youthful appearance. So I like to apply some eye cream underneath my eyes. That way I don't look dry at all. So I'm just gonna pat this and blend it out. And with this eye cream, it does say to pat it into the skin versus doing wiping motion. So I'm just gonna pat it. So this is basically everything that I do morning and night. So now that I have my skincare nice and prep, I'm gonna go ahead and use my primers. You guys already know what primer I absolutely love, and that is the POREfessional primer. Just because it is more of a balm consistency, so it gives me that filter appearance without, you know, caking my face or making my face feel heavy. Very, very lightweight. I'm going to go ahead and use my Banana Primer by OLEHENRIKSEN, which I am definitely out of, it seems like. I have a little bit left, and just kind of do circular motions. I got a facial thanks to my friend. And my skin feels so good. So thanks, Paula. It feels amazing. I definitely needed that. I feel like my skin was just like screaming for help, and now it's nice and plump and well balanced. So shout out to her. So now I'm gonna go in with my foundation, and for my foundation I am gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation. I will be using the shade 355N, which is a neutral base. I'm gonna just do dots around my face. And before I blend it out, I'm gonna apply some Fix Plus to get that glycerin going. So I'm gonna get some and really bounce it to my skin. So this foundation is a medium to full coverage. I like it to be very full, so I tend to do sometimes 2 to 3 pumps. And the good thing about this foundation, even though I am applying like 2 to 3 pumps, it is very lightweight. Like I can even feel it on my skin. So that's why I absolutely like this foundation. I go between the NARS Radiant foundation and this one now. But the NARS one that I have is a little bit light for my complexion right now. So this is how it looks, just 1 pump of this foundation. So now I'm going to go ahead and do another pump and apply it to my face. And then once again, I am going to go ahead and do a Fix Plus. So just like that. And see how I do now have the 2 layers of foundation, and well, I feel like my face doesn't look cakey at all. It actually still looks very luminous and radiant. It doesn't feel or appear cake up. So I absolutely love the way that this applies. So this is basically how I do my foundation every single time that I do apply foundation. It's not regularly, but when I do, this is how I do it. And I do my ears a little bit so they don't look completely off. Now that I have everything blended out, I am gonna go ahead and use my LA Girl Pro Concealer and really warm up my face. So I'm gonna apply some right here. Just like so, here, here, and then I'm gonna do here, here. I just really want that bronze look underneath my lip, and here, and here. So I'm going to go ahead and start blending this out with my sponge. You can definitely use a brush, more like a stippling brush or something to really move this bronzer, but not your foundation. So just like that. And I'm actually pressing down versus kind of doing swiper motions. I'm just down to my skin and downwards. So I'm gonna just really press that product to my skin. And this LA Girl is so good if you want to really carve your contour or really give you a very natural bronze look without looking too much. They are very creamy. They blend very easily, as you can see. I'm just basically I'm gonna go ahead and now use my Smashbox. This is the Studio Skin Flawless 24 Concealer. I absolutely love this. It's either this one or Born This Way concealer that I absolutely love. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some underneath my eye. The cool thing about this concealer is that this little wand here holds so much product. Like, it's crazy how much product this little wand holds. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit for about 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start blending it all out. But in the meantime, let me know what is your favorite concealer of all times, because I want to try new concealers. I tend to, like I said, stick to the same ones for a very long time, but I am exploring all over the place. But I want to know, what is your favorite concealer in the drugstore side of the store? I know there's so many great concealers in a high prestige area, but let's go to the drugstore because there's so many hidden jewels there, and I want to try new ones, you know what I mean? So now that I have kind of let this set for 30 seconds or less, I'm gonna go ahead and just pat it onto my skin underneath. The same. Look up and then drag out. So I'm going to apply a little bit more of this concealer. Now, quick note. If you have a little bit more of dark circles underneath your eye, I would definitely recommend using a corrector versus using concealer, only because if you do that, it's only going to give you a gray cast underneath your eye, and that's not what you want. You want it to be brightened. You want it to look awake. You know what I mean? So an alternative or a suggestion you can use, I know there is like a Tarte CC Corrector eye cream. No, not an eye cream, just a corrector. It comes in the form of like a little pop situation. I would definitely try that one to really brighten the eye, and then go in with your favorite concealer. So now that we're looking very radiant and a bronze at the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my Too Faced Born This Way powder. I definitely go between the Laura Mercier and this one, and sometimes the Wet n Wild, but I kind of want to try this again. I used to love this so much, so that's the one that I'm going to be using for today's video. So let's open this bad boy. I feel like this one is more like a powdery consistency versus the Laura Mercier is more of a like a thin powder, if that makes any sense. I feel like this one is a little bit more heavier than the other one. So I'm just going to go ahead and pat that and pat that. And then whatever's left in the cup, I'm just going to go and set all the areas that I apply some concealer. And I'm also pressing it, not kind of doing anything crazy with it. So just like that. I'm going to go ahead and let this sit for another 30 seconds while it bakes, so my concealer doesn't move or create any crease lines. In the meantime, I'm going to go and use my Fenty Beauty bronzer. I absolutely love this one. I wish that I could get the cream bronzer because I heard it is amazing, but for now this will do. I am going to take a fluffy brush, give it a good swirl there, and 2 swirl motions, just like that. Good bronzer look. I feel so bronze, like, yes. Alrighty. Now that our powder has set for a while, because I don't want it to set for too long, I'm going to press it and dust it out. I love to bronze my skin. It's just something that I absolutely love. I'm going to go ahead and use my Milani Dulce Pink 01 blush and apply it to my cheeks. I like to just pat it. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my E.L.F highlighter, and I apply it to my high points of my face. Give it a good swirl and apply it. Look at that. So beautiful. Oh God, this is such a pretty color. So now that we're looking like a glazed, nice donut, I'm going to go ahead and set everything with my Fix Plus first. So I'm going to cover my eyes a little bit. The last thing that we're going to be doing is setting everything with my Morphe Mattifying Continuous Spray. And that is basically all I do for my foundation routine. It's basically all completed. The last thing I'm going to do is apply some bottom lash mascara and some lipstick, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I did apply some lipstick and some mascara in my bottom lashes, but this is basically my foundation routine. Like I said, it's very simple. It doesn't involve a lot of steps, so I don't think it does. Basically just your foundation, concealer, cream, or liquid contour. But that is basically it. And I do have oily skin, so I've noticed that this is definitely something that I absolutely love. My foundation does stay on pretty much all day, even having mask or not a mask. I notice it does take a little bit here just because that's where the mask kind of like streaks will be placed. But other than that, this is it, guys. This is how This is my foundation routine, my updated one, because I know I have a previous one from many years ago. But hopefully you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you guys are notified every single time that I upload a video. Before I close this video, I want to say that there's definitely a lot of things going on right now. And I didn't disclose it a lot or discuss about it in my previous video. It is this type of topics that I'm just trying to gather all my information. It's better to listen sometimes than just speak, because I feel like when we're just all speaking, we're not really listening to each other. But I want to say that I am with you guys. I stand with you guys. I hear you guys. I listen to you guys. And I just want you guys to know that this is a platform for myself as a Latina, but also a biracial family, to stand up and kind of put an end to everything that's going on. I feel like 2020 has been a year of an eye-opener. It's almost like your 2020 vision. You can see everything very clearly, and I feel like this year it's definitely that. It's definitely an eye-opener for all of us, to see what's really going on in our world, and we need to come together and fix this as a, you know, as human being, like a human nation. It's just really sad to see these scenarios go down the way they're going down. But I want you guys to know that I'm here with you guys. I hear you guys. I listen to you guys, and hopefully you guys feel that comfort when you guys come to my channel and feel that love that I have for you guys as well. But that is all for today's video. Please stay safe. Please pray. And we will hopefully have some results. You know what I mean? So that is it for today's video. I'm just gonna close it like that. You know, I hopefully will see you guys in my next one, and till then, bye guys.